What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I want to give you guys a quick comparison between the 2020 and the 2025 Black Cat Jordan 4s. Before I get into the comparison in the video, if you are new to my channel, first time stumbling across one of my videos, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. But listen, while I have you here, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way when I upload new material, post new content or anything like that, you'll get notified. Head to the channel, you can see what I uploaded. If you're on social media, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, really any of the platforms you enjoy photos of sneakers, maybe some outfit ideas with sneakers, go ahead and give me a follow. You can find me. I am TMCII on all platforms. And lastly, while you're watching the comparison or afterwards and you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. Really small little indicator to me. Let me know that you enjoy my content. Just make me want to keep recording videos to share with you guys. So now that the intro is all out of the way for my first timers, let's dive into the review. So like I mentioned, this is just a little comparison between the last release of the Black Cat 4s and the 2025 pair. There was some differences that I've seen and I wanted to kind of just point out to you guys. So let's just dive into it. Coming down to the toe, this is the 2020, this is the 2025. The shapes of the toes are a little bit different. Seem like the 2025 is a little bit more narrow, comes more into more of a little V shape. And this is a little bit wide and it's more of like a U shape if I had to put it in like alphabets to make you kind of see it. Even this like the little mud guard that peel over the toe, the way it seems like it comes back and it's a little bit more smoother transition here, and it's not the same on the 2020 pair, if that makes sense. If you guys can see the difference for how this is peeled back and this one just kind of sits up here at the tip of the toe. The actual netting material, this is more of like perfect squares with the little bubbles and the little bumps on here. And this isn't as perfect and it feels a little bit more rubbery than this does. It's a little bit more rubbery feeling, and the openings are a little bit more wider as well. As you can see, like the openings on the netting here is wider than the openings on the netting on here. The overall shape too, looking at the two shoes, the 2020 pair seems a little bit more wider, more fat, and the 2025 just seems a little bit more sleek, a little bit more narrow as far as the overall shape of the shoes. Coming up to the tongue, you can see, so back then before they started putting the liner used to be exposed around the tongue, but some of the recent retro of the 4s, and just like it used to be when they originally came out, that liner material is tucked behind the tongue and sewn in. But you know, some of the retros of the 4s used to have some of that liner exposed on the outside. There used to be a way you could tell if shoes were fake too back in the day when they started retroing 4s. This would be one thing you would look at. But now that they're going back to peeling the liner behind the tongue, this is what some of the 4s look like now. The shape of the tongue is completely different, and I think it's because of how padded it is. Like this sticks out like this, and this one folds back in. I'm gonna swing this around also, and you can see like the padding and just the size, like the padding of this tongue. This, now that I swiveled them, this is the 2020, this is the 2025. This is much more padded. Even the liner and everything in the inside, look, this is much more fat and a padded shoe compared to this one. This is much slim, not as padded, so that's why you don't have the padded fat tongue look on the 2025s. You got Nike Air in the insole, and I'll show you why that is in a second. You got a Jumpman on the back of this one, and that's because of this. So you got, this has like that whole plastic TPU feel with the Nike Air. But this has the same suede type feel. So the entire shoe has this whole suede feel with a Jumpman on here. So that's something different. You got the plastic typical tab you would get in the back. It's not as stiff as some 4s that would dig into the back of your leg. It's have a little rubbery feel to it. So it's not as bad as something that they fixed. But this one is just all the way suede type feeling on here. So that's something that is different also. Looking at the tongues too, you can see the placement and the font and the look of the Air Jordan that's upside down on both tongues. The netting, so that's something else too. So if you look at the actual netting on the side, this window right here is much smaller. It's a little small, compact window with the netting, and this is huge. So back before they started going to like more of the original OG shape of the 4, this is the big exposed netting. It's this area is just huge compared to this little tiny window that we get now. And then the overall shape. So the 2025 have the shape closer to the OG as well, where if you go from the tongue to the toe, it's more of a like a slant all the way. But back on the 2020 ones, from the toe to the tongue, it comes down, it slants, and then it kind of plateaus and go forward. So this shape I never really cared for too much. So this is like that old shape. I'm happy to see that they're starting to go with that full slanted shape on here. So that's one thing that's different. Coming to the outsoles, these are different also because you have a Nike Air and the Jumpman. Same herringbone kind of traction pattern, but you got the Jumpman here and the Nike Air on this one. Trying to see what else. They talk about the squeaking sound. I don't remember these squeaking as much or at all on the 2020s, but the 2025s, you guys can hear that, and that's the plastic from the wing rubbing on the suede, and it makes a little squeaking noise sort of when you walk on them, and these didn't do that at all. So whatever they used, whatever the suede and the coating they put on the wings, they needed to do that with these, because these do make a little squeaking sound when you walk in them a certain kind of way. They do make a squeaking noise. So that is something that plays a factor into that I know some people complain about and talk about sometimes. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much all I've seen far as the comparison wise. I may have missed something. If I did, drop it down in the comments. I'll show you guys the boxes. So the top box, the 2020, you had a lid style box, and you had the Air with the little hole to pull them out if they're stacked up. This is what the color code and your what the label look like, product code. And down here, this is more of a flip open style box. And this is what the label placement look like and the product code color breakdown of this one. So just wanted to make sure you guys saw some differences between the two. Like I said, just wanted to show y'all some comparisons. Like I mentioned earlier, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification button. Drop me some comments, let me know what you think if you cop these and you're gonna get these, and like what you like most. Because what the crazy thing is, like in a resale market, I had no idea these would be going for the prices that they're going for. It's just a plain all black Jordan 4, and these are going for like crazy prices right now. I'm curious to see what the prices are gonna do with these. These are supposed to be a little bit more available to everybody. It's supposed to be a Black Friday release. So I'm just curious to see how the market does. So leave me a comment. I usually reply to you guys when y'all leave me comments. If I don't reply to exactly what you say to me, I'm gonna hit the heart button or the thumbs up button next to your comment. I won't just leave you hanging. So drop me a comment, but I'm gonna end the video here like I mentioned earlier. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification button. I'll see you guys on the next video. See y'all soon. Peace.